isang international company before. And si Coach Jude naman is working as bank officer sa BPI. So, isa din kasi ako sa mga negative when it comes to network marketing before. So, so yung Usana, yung first talaga na network marketing na pinasukan ko. So, marami bang mga negative din dito, 'di ba? I'm sure. Siguro mga 80% sa inyo negative din. So, ito, hindi talaga ako nag-join. Actually, right after the discussion, bumili lang talaga ako ng products ni Coach Yen para sa parents ko. So, yung parents ko nagtatrabaho before abroad, both talaga sila. But umuwi sila kasi may sakit na sila that time. So, nagbumili ako for my parents actually. So, wala talaga akong interest. So, after 1 month, nagustuhan ng parents yung products. So, yun, nagpa-share ako ulit kay Upsien ng compensation plan. Doon ako na-curious. So, the rest is history. After the discussion, nag-join kami. Ginawa talaga namin lahat, no? So, para maka-join. Kasi that time, wala akong savings. I was only earning 6,000 to 8,000 pesos per month as a nurse. No? And then, that time, very talaga, I was hopeless na magkaroon ng extra income kasi yung lahat ng visa ko, waiting pa yung status. So, ginrab ko yung opportunity na ino-offer nila Upsien for part-time muna. Kasi, yun nga, negative ako ng network marketing. I didn't know na malaki pala yung Usana that time. So, for now, I'll be sharing to you kung bakit ako nagtagal sa Usana, kung bakit ko to pinili over sa mga applications ko sa abroad, no? So, of course, siguro lahat naman tayo may mga dreams, no? So, dreams na mag-travel, at least mga rentals. Yung mga dreams in life ko, makukuha ko abroad. Kaya ako nag-apply para magtrabaho sa USA, para mag-nurse. Kasi sa pagkakaalam ko, yung nurse is 200,000 per month, yung sweldo. No? So, okay na yun. Okay na yun. Yun talaga that's why nag-experience ako, nag-apply ako. So, hindi ko alam na pwede din pala sa ibang vehicle. No? Dinala ako sa isang vehicle na first time din ako sa network marketing. Hindi ako dumaan sa iba't ibang company. So, Usana is my first network marketing company. Tapos, eto yung dreams natin. Yung dreams, minsan hindi natin napag-uusapan. Especially sa mga friends or even sa family. Hindi naman ako tinanong kung ano talaga yung dream ko, di ba? Usually, kung ano talaga yung gusto mong trabaho. Usually, yun yung tinatanong. So, I have learned na to live a simple and comfortable life, kailangan pala tayo simple at komportable yung ano natin, no? So, okay pa ba? Clear ba tayo? Clear ba yung audio? Okay? So, to continue, to live a simple and comfortable life, if you want to own a car, monthly to ha, so at least you have 5,000 pesos. And then for the day-to-day needs sa isang family, siguro mga 1 to 2 children, 40,000 pesos per month. Yung education, yung mga travel, di ba? Yung mga bills natin. So, at least 120,000. So, dito ako naka-realize na with my salary before na 6 to 8,000 pesos per month as a senior staff nurse, way back 4 years ago, siguro ngayon medyo mga 12 to 15K na siguro. Pero ito, reality, 120,000 pesos. Sobrang kulang talaga. No? So, Kaya pala ang mga tao ngayon humahanap talaga ng extra income kung hindi mag-a-abroad, 'di ba? So, eto, this is from, okay, this is the annual tuition fees. So, hindi, kinuha ko 'to sa isang reliable na source. Tapos, 10% pala yung increase every year ng mga schools. So, mga known lang 'to ng mga schools. For example, sa De La Salle University, 2030, by the year 2030, yung tuition is 782,000 pesos na. 'Di ba? So, imagine 782,000 pesos. Kung hindi natin ito i-prepare ngayon pa lang, paano natin kukunin yung 782,000 pesos na demand ng school? So, kung yung school 10% yung increase, so how about your income today kung 10% ba din yung increase? What I mean is yung mga salary ngayon, 'di ba? Kasi for 3 years working as a nurse, parang hindi ko yata matandaan kung ilang percent ba yung increase. Basta ano lang, may increase lang ako na 50 pesos yung naging senior staff nurse na ako, di ba? So, very sad. Tapos, eto, there are many ways na makuha natin ang dreams natin. So, pwede tayong mag-employment, pwede tayong mag-traditional business, pwede naman tayong yung ibang vehicle, di ba? Right now, we are not only saving our money, but we are saving our time. No, time na makuha natin sa pinakamabilis na vehicle yung mga dreams natin. So, let's start with option number 1. We have sa employment. Of course, no work, no pay. I've been there. I have nothing against employment. But, naranasan ko na for 8 to 10 hours, kung ma-finish mo yung shift mo, of course, may salary ka. For me, 4 years ago, 308 pesos per shift yung salary ko doon sa Iligan City, yung sa lugar namin. So, iba't iba yung minimum wage doon, no? So, per area, but doon na-experience ko 308 pesos per shift. Which is, na-realize ko na for 8 to 10 hours, yung value ko is 308 pesos, no? For 8 to 10 hours. Tapos, this is from CNN Philippines. So, may ano lang ako dito kasi sabi dito, healthcare related is 26,655 per month yung salary daw. Employees with 1 to less than 5 years experience. So, medyo malayo siya sa na-experience ko kasi so far, siguro ngayon, mga provincial hospital siguro, may mga 18,000, no? Pero, if ano yung field nyo dito, paki-check na lang. For example, sa mga banking and financial services, 27,000. Kung mag-a-agree ba kayo dito, mga IT-related, 37,000 per month. Ano pa? Yung mga, yes, training and development, diba? So, this is the salary per month sa mga employees na 1 to less than 5 years experience. So, balikan natin yung to have a comfortable and simple life, no? So, di ba, we need 120,000 per month. So, paano yung, di ba, kung 27,000 yung sweldo mo, or as banker, so paano yung paano yung 100,000 na kulang, or yung need mo to have a simple and comfortable life, di ba? So, kaya, sa employment, are you familiar with this, di ba? So, utang, pagkakuha ng sweldo, bayad utang, pagkabayad ng utang, kulang. Dahil kulang, utang ulit. So, pagkakuha ng sweldo, bayad utang, pagkabayad utang, kulang na naman, di ba? So, it's just a cycle. And, naranasan ko din yan kasi yung time na umuwi na yung parents ko sa Philippines, wala na akong weekly allowance. So, I was just relying sa sweldo ko na 8,000 per month, which is kulang talaga. So, kumakain ka pa, tapos transportation mo pa, so sobrang kulang. So, hindi ito to degrade the na nasa employment, pero this is the reality, no? Reality ngayon na nangyayari talaga. So I'm sure yung mga galing sa employment, siguro may na-experience ka nito or yung mga coworkers nyo. Especially those people na nag-work, tapos may mga anak pa na nag-school, di ba? So, lang talaga. So, sa employment, pwede naman tayong makakuha ng, for example, yung dreams natin, pero matagal. For example, mag-save ka ng 10,000 pesos per month. So basically after 1 year may 1.2 million ka. So yung dream car mo, dream house mo, kung tutuusin malayo pa talaga. Siguro after 20 years, after 30 years, yun, makukuha mo na. Pero 30 years of working, 'di ba? Or you'll just wait for your retirement fee, 'di ba? So yan, matagal. So kung vehicle pa lang, kung for example may papuntang Manila from Cagayan de Oro, may eroplano, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Tapos kung may barko, it's 3 days. So siguro sa barko ka nakasakay, 'di ba? So aabot ka pero matagal. So next is second, we have entrepreneurship. Okay? So second option din ito, traditional business. Okay? Sa mga traditional business, ito yung mga advantages at saka mga disadvantages. So ang advantages, of course, you can own your own time, 'di ba? And you are the boss kasi nagnenegosyo ka. Pero ang disadvantages, you have to raise high capital on the outset. Okay? So before, may maliit kami na per average na pharmacy owned by my parents, and then yung capital nila, mga 300,000. Of course, you have to buy products para mapuno yung store mo. Tapos, yung renovation, yung 2 months advance, yung 2 months to pay, di ba? Ay, 2 months advance, 2 months deposit, and all the renovation. So, aabot talaga ng ganyan. Pero there is only one way how to earn. Mag-open ka lang ng store at saka yung profit, yung earning mo. Tapos, number 2, the risk is high. Especially for the first 2 years, kung first time kan mag-traditional business. Usually, ang reasons, nafe-fail talaga or parang struggle for the first 2 years, yung lack of experience. Kasi sa traditional business, you have to be creative and competitive. Kasi, for example, may coffee shop ka dito. Next, 'di ba? Napapansin natin sa kabilang kanto may coffee shop na naman, 'di ba? So, very competitive. Ay dapat yung competition sa traditional business. So, hindi talaga pwede na hindi ka creative, 'di ba? So, yun yung mga disadvantages. Tapos, franchise, no? So, yun yung mga sa entrepreneurial or traditional business. For the franchise, number 2, third option natin sa mga entrepreneur, advantages is the brand is already popular. Okay? So, hindi mo na kailangan i-advertise. Kasi, for example, we have Master Siomai. Alam naman natin na maraming kumakain talaga doon, di ba? Business system is proven kasi may system na pinoprovide sa'yo. Tapos, the franchisor offers support you need. So, nag-seminar ako dito about this, Master Siomai din yun. Tapos, may orientation, mga 5 years ago, parang may nag-plan lang kasi that time. So, sabi nila, pag nag-franchise ka, yung whole cart, yung whole gamit, tsaka yung team nila pupunta sa lugar niyo para i-train yung 2 tao mo, tapos yun na yung binabayaran mo lahat. So, i-provide nila lahat yung support that you need. Ang disadvantages lang, number 1, huge startup capital. Kasi if mag-franchise ka ng Master Siomai, mga 250,000 within Metro Manila. And kung outside Metro Manila, that's mga 300 to 350,000 na capital. So, like me, average lang kami na tao, medyo talaga siya, sobrang laki talaga. Hindi ko alam kung saan ko kukunin yung mga ganang halaga. Diba? And number 2, you have no freedom to choose. Okay? You have no freedom to choose your products or change anything kasi you have to ask permission from the franchisor if may i-change ka, and I think hindi yan pwede. And of course, the location is very vital kasi hindi ka pwedeng mag-change. For example, hindi mo gusto dito, hindi ka pwedeng mag-change ng location. Kasi kung dyan ka nakapwesto, so medyo it's hard talaga if gusto mong mag-change. Kung walang tao dyan, so yan, risky siya. Tapos, reselling your franchise may be a tough task kasi hindi yan basta-basta pwedeng mabenta sa iba if hindi mo na gusto or you're not earning anymore. Okay? So, ito yung mga advantages at disadvantages ng franchise. Okay? So, we have direct selling, multi-level marketing, and network marketing. So, ito, I'm sure maraming negative sa Philippines, especially here in our country kasi maraming scam, maraming mga may bad experiences, or some people just like me na nagbe-base lang sa superficial na naririnig sa kanila. So that's naririnig about network marketing, yung power, yung mga ganun. So before, I was thinking na negative ako kasi hello? Okay na? May narinig kayo? Nawala. It's back. Hello? Yan. May narinig na kayo? Okay na? Okay na.
Yan, okay na po.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Sige. Sige. So, okay na? Okay. So, ito. So, yung network marketing is a marketing strategy in which the sales force is compensated not only for sales they personally generate, but also for the sales of others they recruit, creating a downline of distributors and a hierarchy of multiple levels of compensation. Most commonly, the salespeople are expected to sell products directly to consumers by means of relationship referrals and word of mouth marketing. Diba? So, it's a relationship business. So, some people would say, I'm not good in selling, I'm not a salesperson, I have no experience in sales, but para din sa akin, wala din ako experience sa sales kasi 'di ba I'm a nurse. So, hindi naman ako nagbebenta ng mga gamot sa hospital, 'di ba? Yung nursing career ko. So, basically wala din ako experience sa sales, but yung sales pala is just a strategy na hindi mo mapigil yung sarili mo na i-share yung product to other people kasi mataas yung belief mo sa product niya. So, for example lang, ito yung very common, yung Wonder Woman na movie. 'Di ba? Yung after ng Wonder Woman, napanood mo yung Wonder Woman, sinabi mo sa friend mo na, uy, grabe, napanood mo na ba yung Wonder Woman? Tapos sabi ng friend mo, ay, hindi pa. At dapat panuorin mo kasi sobrang ganda, ganyan, 'di ba? So nagsalita ka na, tapos yung friend mo, nanood ng Wonder Woman. So basically, yung sinehan or yung movie house yung nag-earn, pero ikaw yung nagbenta. So it's just a word of mouth. If mataas yung belief mo sa product, then you cannot stop yourself from sharing the product to your friends. So yun lang, no? So, and then, ang good thing with multi-level marketing kasi you're not alone. It's teamwork. Okay? Relationship referrals, word of mouth, and of course, teamwork siya. So, why MLM and why network marketing? Bakit sa lahat ng pinakita ko, dito ako nag-stay, hindi nga ako nag-abroad, diba? So, bakit MLM? Number one, no big capital. So, with our Yuzona business, some started 18,000, some others started 45,000. No? So, for example, pinakamalaki 45,000. So, 45,000 na capital, kung tutuusin, sa isang multi-billion dollar na company, maliit lang talaga siya. 400,000. Ito, 45,000 lang. Diba? All you have to do is just nag-shopping ka lang talaga ng product. Actually, it's not an investment. Nag-shopping ka lang because pwede mo namang, diba? And no need to stock up huge inventory. Kasi, here in our business, hindi kailangan kasi we have our capacity na i-provide sa atin yung need na stocks natin. Okay? And the number 3, no rental cost. Hindi ka na mag-rent ng space dyan, mag-hire ka ng bar. So, hindi na. Hello? Nawala? Okay. Bro, yung audio medyo na. Hello? Okay? Okay na?
Okay na.
Okay. Sige. Okay na? Narinig na ba? Okay, sige. So, balik tayo, okay? So, number 3, for i-push nito siya. So, number 3, so no rent. So, pwede siya home base. Yung stocks niyo lang, nasa bahay niyo lang, diba? So, no need for a physical store. Number 4, wala kayong boss. Yung boss niyo lang dito is yung selves niyo. Diba? So, yung boss niyo lang dito, yung magsiset ng goal, though yung upline niyo magsiset ng goal, pero sino ang tutupad? Kayo pa rin. So, lahat ng isiset ng goal ng uplines niyo, hindi upline niyo naman yung mag-a-achieve. Okay? You are the own boss. Kung gigising ka ng maaga, ikaw bahala. Kung gising ka ng late, ikaw bahala, di ba? Magre-reflect naman yan sa income. Okay, number 5, no fixed cost. Okay? And the numbers, no fixed cost, meaning, yung ano natin, yung compensation plan, naka-base sa effort lang talaga. Okay? Number 6, no number of hours required. So that is why, ino-offer talaga namin to sa mga part-timers. Kasi even yung mga may work, 8 to 5, they can still do Usana after work. So, 8 to 5 yung sa needs nila, after 5 yung sa dreams naman nila. So, yung iba naman, graveyard ang shift, yung mga ibang pero at least, you don't have to do this 8 hours a day. Okay? So, kung ano lang yung pwedeng maibigay mo sa Usana, yan, pwede na. Okay? At least you're doing something na for your dreams. Number 7, no experience or educational requirements. Good thing with network marketing or multi-level marketing. Pagpasok natin lahat, whether you're a doctor, PhD, na may PhD degree, or hindi nakatapos, or mga even students, pagpasok sa Usana, fair lahat. So, ito yung alam ko na industry na hindi yung ano mo, yung worth mo hindi naka-base sa educational experience mo. Okay, with alam naman natin sa employment, yung ano mo, yung worth mo or yung sweldo mo, yung position mo sa company naka-base sa resume mo, 'di ba? Kung nakatapos ka na ba, may masteral ba or may PhD degree ka ba? So eto, yung kailangan lang is your commitment to do the business. Okay? And next. So, yun yung mga reasons kung bakit, ito din, the best, no? Yung unlimited income. Kasi kung gusto mo hanggang gold director, it's up to you. But kung gusto mo until diamond director and star diamond directors, nasa kamay mo yan. So, imagine, income is unlimited. Kasi yung nag-work pa ako, kahit binigay ko na lahat, 'di ba? Yung effort mo, maaga ka sa work, kahit masakit ang ulo mo, kahit masakit ang ulo, pumapasok ka pa rin. Pero at the end of the day, after your shift, 308 pesos pa rin yung salary ko for that day. But with Usana, if 100 yung effort mo sa work, dadalhin mo sa Usana, 'di ba? So ano kayang compensation ang ibibigay sa iyo? So here in Usana, I am very well compensated. That is why hindi na rin ako nagtuloy na yung mga applications ko abroad, okay? Tapos, so eto din, this made me realize kung ano ba talagang desisyon mo, if dito ka sa active income or sa passive income. Of course, active income, dito tayo sa left, di ba, employees. So sa employees, 100% na effort mo, times 1, ikaw lang talaga equals your income. Okay? You have a job, your time is equals your income. So of course, there's no leverage. Okay? So number 2, sa lower side, no, sa left natin, this is the self-employed. The self-employed, trading time for money, starting over every day at 0. Bakit? Usually dito yung mga may store or self-employed, okay? Tapos you own a job, your time equals, pwede siya, your dollars, okay? Your time. For example, your mga doctors. Mga doctors, for example, mag-round sila, mag-clinic, okay? So, may ano sila, may income. But kung close, walang rounds or walang clinic, of course, wala din, no? So, numbers, sa other side naman, we have passive income. So, sa passive income, we have our business owners. So, 1% times 100% equals your income. So, you and your people will work as one team. That's your income. So, you own a system. Of course, we already have our system. And people works for you, and that's your team. Okay? So, people, of course, may leverage tayo dito. So, next is our investors sa lower side, sa right side. Money works for you. Your investment equals bigger income. Okay, that's passive income. Income not dependent on your presence na. So, of course, ang network marketing, if you will do it with all your heart and with all the effort, no, from active, dadalhin ka to passive income. Alam naman natin sa mga mentors natin, di ba, they already experience the passive income na binibigay sa Usana. But of course, we have to work it out. Okay? Hindi naman ito one day get rich quick scheme. So, bakit si Usana? Of all network marketing companies, bakit si Usana? So, marami naman tayong pwedeng pagpipilian. So, number 1, we have to check the product. Number 2, we have to check the company, the compensation plan, and the support group. Of course, sa product natin, is there a need? Do you like it? Is it priced to sell? So sa Usana, without a doubt, ito, ang product talaga ang first na attract ako. Kasi, number 1, nasa sa TPD. And rare lang talaga sa medical na world, no? Rare lang talaga ang supplement na matanggalan ng no approved therapeutic claim. And I have discovered through trainings natin, so yung Usana pala, kung bakit natanggalan ng no approved therapeutic claim of all the compared sa ibang mga supplements, kasi yung rate of absorption niya, ka-level siya ng mga synthetic drugs. So umabot siya ng mga 96.2%. So yung niya, pharmaceutical talaga siya, pharma grade yung category niya. Compared sa iba, yung mga may no approved therapeutic claim na mga supplements, it's because 60% and below lang yung rate of absorption nila. Kaya tayo natanggalan kasi ka-level natin yung mga synthetic drugs na umabot ng 96.2%. Kasi usually mga synthetic drugs, 90 to 100% yan sila. Okay? But with Usana, may therapeutic effect pa siya because mataas yung rate of absorption, organic, it's safe. So, very proud talaga ako sa product pa lang kasi yung founder natin, scientist, hindi marketer. So continuously ini-innovate yung produkto natin. So, yung backbone talaga ng company is yung product, kaya ini-innovate talaga siya yearly, kung napapansin nyo, di ba? They're getting better and better. So for the company, is it well run? Okay? Know the founder's vision, check the financial strength, do you believe in the management team? Of course, with Usana, it's listed sa New York Stock Exchange. That's why it's very, very stable. So ito din yung isa sa mga reasons na nag-invest kami kasi knowing the financial strength of the company. Okay? Yung iba trauma sa network marketing kasi nag-invest ngayon tapos 2 years after nag-close. It's because yung financial strength hindi talaga stable. So with Usana, we have our head office, 'di ba? Hindi siya nakaka-proud talaga na head office, 'di ba? It's located sa Makati. And then sa vision pa lang ng founder, ang vision ng founder is to let the people experience QOL. So what's QOL? It's the quality of life. So quality of life, dapat balance talaga yung finances at saka yung health. Without your health, everything will fail talaga. Because sa experience ko as a nurse, na-assign ako sa presidential ward ng isang private hospital, kahit gaano kayaman yung tao, kung yung health failing, mauubos talaga. Kasi I have one patient na yung bill sa hospital. Yes, they're very rich sa lugar namin, but yung binayad na is yung title na ng lot. Kasi yung 1.6 million hospital bill alone, hindi kasali yung outside medicines. So, na-realize ko doon na most of the people nowadays, especially millennials, are very hardworking. Double job, even to the point nga overtime / overtime, di ba? But nalilimutan na nila yung value ng health. Bakit? More work, more investment sa material things, but medyo doubtful na sila when it comes to investment sa health. So, hindi na nila na-value. Na-value lang nila yung health pag nandun na yung sakit. Pero kung wala pang sakit, wala munang investment. Diba? Remember, our health is an investment. It's not an expense. Nagiging expense lang siya kung nagko-cure na ka. May medications ka na, may na-admit ka na sa hospital, diba? So, with Yuzana, we are telling the people the value of health through the vision of our founder, diba? And of course, the management team, our corporate na very supportive. So we are very blessed, no, sa company natin. And number 3, the compensation plan. You have to check the compensation plan. Can people generate income? Develop moderate part-time income is in a reasonable time. Possibility for serious full-time income. So, ako, based on my experience, part-time ako for 5 months. I was working as a nurse for 8 to 10 hours, and at the same time, during my off or rest day or after work, nag-Yuzana ako. Siguro mga 3 hours lang after work, and during my off, mga 6 hours lang. So, yung part-time ako, nag-income na ako ng mga 4 to 8,000 per week. So not bad. So sa mga part-timers, of course, malaking income na to na dagdag, 'di ba? Extra income because sa ngayong panahon na yung inflation rate sobra, 'di ba? Everybody naghahanap talaga ng extra income. And as I've learned no na don't put all your eggs in one basket. So as early as possible, bata pa tayo, we will create multiple streams of income to make our income stable. Kahit gaano, for example, no, sa may malaking planta doon sa Iligan, before na sobrang yung kung family mo, yung dad mo nagtatrabaho doon, rich talaga kayo yung National Steel Corporation, but there was a time na hindi na nag-operate. So, 70% na mga nagtatrabaho doon, nahirapan talagang bumangon because nag-rely lang sila sa isang source of income, which is yung National Steel. And 30% after na hindi na nag-operate yung National Steel, nakabangon agad. It's because may mga extra income pa pala sila. So this is very important, especially sa mga part-timers na they will grab this opportunity talaga. No? So, of course, possibility for serious full-time, na-experience naman namin na ngayon, 4 years, more than 4 years na kami, almost 5 years na ng full-time. Okay? Why Yuzana? Next, number 4, support system. Do we have a website? Okay, yes, of course. The reporting tool, that's our DLM. Okay? Since this generation na to, after industrial age, we have our information age na. So it's very important na sa business natin, kung yung business mo hindi na online and it's not a business anymore, di ba? So, yes, we have a website, we have a reporting tool, we have our DLM, and comprehensive trainings. Yes, no, we have our corporate trainings and of course sa ating 1x8 na very supportive mentors na yung trainings talaga, grabe. Once a week, twice a week, anywhere, may online na, may every area na, grabe yung trainings. Parang talaga, spoon feeding na. And of course, our mentors and coaches, and it's very important. Kasi we started, nag-start kami sa Yuzana din na since first time kami. But we are very thankful with coaches Jude and Ian Roje, coaches Alex, coach Nasunyo, no? So, as a first time, hindi talaga namin to ma-survive yung that our mentors and coaches. That's why it's very important na talaga, yes, upline and good listening and learning attitude. Of course, so in this kind of business, whether how skillful you are, but attitude is more important. Okay? So attitude 80%, skills 20%. Attitude is the good, yes, upline attitude. Kasi hindi naman siguro ipapahama ka ng upline mo. Kasi di ba 100% of the points goes up. So yung ikakabuti mo talaga ang ang sasabihin ng upline mo sa'yo. The more you grow your business, the more your upline's business will grow. So importante, yes, attitude, yes, upline attitude. And of course, yung uhaw ka sa trainings. Kasi usually sa mga distributors or associates na nawawala talaga sa Usana, number one, hindi nag-a-attend ng trainings. After the enrollment, hindi na nagpapakita. So, pag na commit ng rejections, hindi na alam kung anong gawin. So, wala na. Kasi hindi nagtitraining. Okay? So, usually na-observe ko talaga, yung pumapasok sa training kasi kahit hindi pa kumikita, yun talaga yung nagtatagal. Okay? And of course, again, the good learning and listening attitude, GLLA. Tapos, eto, belief. Isa din to sa mga attitude. Ang belief is, kung mataas yung belief mo sa Usana, yun din yung kataas na income ang ibibigay ng Usana sa'yo. Kasi before, for the first 6 months siguro, mababa talaga ang belief ko sa Usana. Number one, kasi hindi ko siya inaaral. Number two, hindi ako believe sa network marketing na industry. It's because misinformed din ako. So, yung binibigay din ng income sa akin, believer, 4,000 per week, and gano'n, mga 8,000 per week. Pero yung nag-attend ako ng convention, nag-guest upline ako, tumaas yung belief level ko, nag-attend ako ng trainings, lalong tumaas yung belief level ko sa products as well as the company. Tumaas din yung income na binibigay sa akin. So, if nagtataka kayo kung bakit maliit yung income ko ngayon, check your belief level. Okay? Number two is excitement. Siyempre, itong industry na to, hyper positive ang mga tao, abnormal ang mga tao. Bakit excited sila lahat? Sino ba namang hindi excited na pwede ka palang kumita ng 200,000 in just a year, 200,000 a month in just a year, or even 2 years, depende sa effort nyo. 'Di ba? So kaya excited ang mga tao dito. And hindi magpipayin yung client nyo kung walang excitement na nakikita sa mata nyo. Meron bang nag-share ng something great or something na good news pero hindi excited, 'di ba? So this is very important para ma-radiate nyo yung energy sa team nyo. Kung nagtataka kayo, bakit hindi excited you, or rather, excited yung mga downlines ko, baka ikaw din hindi excited. Okay? And of course, commitment. Commitment level na kahit umulan, kahit mainit, pupunta talaga sa trainings. Or kahit whatever the reasons nga meron ka, hindi yan gagamitin na excuse because commitment, okay, there is a difference between interest and commitment. When you are just interested in doing something, you do it only when it's convenient sa'yo. But when you're committed to something, you accept no excuses, only results. So nakikita talaga natin kung sino ang totoong committed dito or interested dito. Okay, so this is very important kasi minsan, hindi ako pupunta sa training kasi sobrang init. Tapos, next time naman, hindi ako makapunta kasi umuulan, di ba? So, ano ba talaga yung gusto, di ba? We have only 2 seasons lang naman sa Philippines. So, talaga, kailangan yung results lang talaga, no excuses. Okay? Next is, discuss ko lang to yung 5 fingers. Of course, number 1, prospecting is very important, especially sa mga new distributors right here, yung associates. Not only no associates pala, no, including mga veterans, no? So of course, hindi talaga nawawala yung prospect list natin. So at least man lang if you're new, try to write down mga 200 names with, of course, yung mga uunahin natin yung mga meaning, may motivation, or yung mga motivated na tao. I means yung mga influential na mga tao. Yung needs, yung may mga needs sa product or need nila mga financial assistance or financial extra income. And of course, yung trust, because this is a trust business. Okay? So, a relationship and a trust business. So, ito yung main uunahin natin. So, siguro pwede mga top 20 uunahin natin for this week para yung premium platinum pay setter mo medyo sure na. Okay? Tapos, of course, this is just a guide din sa prospecting. I-add ko lang din ito. So, number 1, 20-80 Pareto law. Okay, so what's 20-80 Pareto law? Nagiging ano to kasi sa Italy, may si Mr. Pareto, nakadiscover siya na 80% sa land pala ng Italy owned by 20% lang ng mga tao. So, kaya nag-start ng 20-80 Pareto law. But in the business, yung 20-80 Pareto law, usually, sa 10 na invites mo, 2 yan lang yung mag-join. So, kung target mo this week, 6 pay-ins, so at least, mag-set ka ng 30 katao. Para at least, yung 6, pwede possible mo talagang makuha. Okay, that's the law of average. And the number 2, or your batting average. Number 2, write down who you already know. So, prospecting means lahat ng tao na kakilala mo, isusulat mo. Hindi, huwag ka munang mag-prejudge kasi prospect lang naman. Okay? So, this is from Coach May Bais, yung Francos, 'di ba? Yung guide mo, yung F, yung friends, R, relatives, yung A, yung mga ka-associates mo, N, neighbor, 'di ba? Yung C, classmates, then sa O, organizations, and sa S, some others, or yung sweetheart mo. So, pwede mo yung isulat lahat. Okay? So, never prejudge anyone. So, usually, yung pinaka-least expected natin na mag-join, yun yung mag-join. So, never prejudge. And of course, if ever, add names to your list every day. Kasi every day naman, siguro most of, every week, may bago tayong makakilala, di ba? So, you add them. Prospect lang naman, hindi mo naman i-invite in agad, okay? So, dapat everyday may na-add ka. Tapos, number 5, prospecting must be a lifestyle. So, must be a lifestyle, you can join a group na mag-expand yung network mo, like yoga, or biking, or sports na group na pwedeng mag-add sa prospect list mo. So, it must be a lifestyle. Okay? Para to make it easier for you and fun. Next is inviting, of course, yung form. Okay? So, we have your family, occupation, recreation, and message. So, ito, a review na lang to, di ba? So, of course, hindi mo naman i-approach agad na diretso. So, magpo-form ka muna para makita mo yung need ng tao. For example, may kakilala kang classmate, pwede mo siyang i-chat kung kamusta yung family niya, kung saan ba siya nagtatrabaho, kung ano ba yung mga hobbies niya today, ngayon, di ba? So, if ever sasabihin niya na, ay, umuwi na ako sa probinsya namin kasi nagkasakit yung papa ko. So, pwede mo nang, yung need niya, yung product. So, yung i-offer mo, yung product. So, you have to first, ano yung need niya? Okay? And then, saka ka mag-invite. Okay? So, we have 3 common approach. We have direct, indirect, and third party. So, step 1, we have, mga tips lang. Step 1, ask permission. For example, ask permission if busy ba siya, or pwede ba siyang makausap ngayon, or anong best time na pwede siyang kausapin, baka nag-work siya, di ba? Step 2, you establish rapport. Okay, yung form na. And then you step 3, choose an approach. And step 4, choose appointment. So, I would like to share this 3 types of approach. Okay, so number 1, we have direct. Okay? Hi, I want to set a meeting. Mga samples lang to, examples. Pwede niyong gamitin, pwede niyong makuna ng idea. Okay, I want to set a meeting with you to show a business that would interest you. Okay? Number 2, we have complementary approach. I know you are an expert in what you are doing. Is it okay for me to set a meeting with you to get your opinion on what I am doing now? So, pwedeng ganyan. Diba? At least, ma-complement yung expertise niya. Kasi usually yung mga tao, mas mas gusto nila yung na-complement. Okay, third party, do you know anyone who might be interested in earning additional income? This one usually tinatamaan mo talaga siya. Pero para hindi muna siya direct. So baka after this sasabihin niya, ako interested ako ng additional income, mga ganyan, or interested in for mga healthy na mga orientations, mga ganyan. So at least hindi siya masyadong direct, okay? So ito yung mga pwede nyong gagamitin. Next is, number 3 is we have the ABC rule. Okay? So of course, the ABC rule, we have the advisor, the bridge, and the client. So, ang purpose nito is para ma-open yung client mo. Kasi usually, pag may dinadala ka sa office na client, tapos hindi na bridge or hindi na edify hindi na edify properly yung speaker or yung advisor, yung tendency, close-minded talaga yung client mo. So as the bridge, you have to know the ABC or yung pang-edify ng speaker, and then siguro 5 minutes before the presentation na going pa yung speaker, you have to build the speaker up. Okay? Kasi usually na-experience namin, kaya close-minded kasi sino ba to? Bakit ang bata-bata nito, okay? So dapat na-build up mo talaga yung advisor. Okay, that's your role. Kasi marami talaga nagra-rank advance ng ano lang, bridging lang. Okay? Number 4 is we have personal closing. So sa personal closing, you answer these 3 questions. Don't wait for the person na itatanong niya pa to kasi ito naman yung talagang common questions at the back of his mind after the presentation. So number 1, is this for real? Can I do this? Will you help me? So is this for real? Totoo ba to? So this is mirroring is very helpful. For example, engineer yung client mo, you look for someone na coach or yung na nasa office na visible na engineer din or pwede mo ipakausap para at least ma-mirror niya kasi engineer ako, engineer din siya, naging goal director siya, so kaya ko din mga ganyan. Okay? And of course, will you help me? So you let him know the support na pwede nating maibigay sa kanya. So for example, may trainings tayo, I can invite you, mga ganyan. For the first few months, you invite friends, tapos kami yung kakausap while nag-observe ka pa sa flow ng presentation. So, yung mga support na mafe-feel niya, hindi pala ko to gagawin mag-isa. May team pala na mag-help sa akin. And of course, this is what I've been telling you kanina, na closing, sa closing, ito, selling is not about forcing or coercing. It's all about sharing what you believe. Okay? Kaya, importante yung belief level sa product, sa company, at saka sa compensation plan natin. So kung mababa yung belief level mo, syempre you're not excited to share about it. Dapat ipapataas talaga natin yung belief level natin. And of course, tips lang sa closing, you think like a customer, okay? Number 2, you identify the customer's needs. So be consistent. Kung ano yung need niya, yun yung closing mo. Kasi you have to be the solution sa need niya in the first place. And then number 3, closure, of course, kung ano bang plano niya, magka-credit card ba siya or magka-cash, when yung possible time na makaka-join siya para at least may closure. Promote the right product. Of course, no, hindi naman pwedeng lahat ng product mo ipopromote mo sa kanya. Kung ano yung need niya, yun yung ipopromote mo talaga sa kanya. Okay? And then look out for buying signals. Buying signals, we have gestures na mafe-feel mo na interested siya. Like if your client is agreeing with you during the presentation, or if the client is leaning forward, so that means na interested siya. Okay? Follow up and follow through. Yan, always be a solution. Okay? Remember the 48-hour rule? So, minsan, ang galing nating mag-present, pero yung problema, yung follow-up. Kasi nahihiya tayo. So, remember the 48-hour rule? Usually, ang excitement ng isang tao, nasa 48 hours lang. So, kung nag-present ka ngayon, after 48 hours, you follow up. Follow-up na hindi naman nakaka-annoy, nakaka-irita. Yung follow-up na ano lang siya, parang nangungumusta. Okay? For the possible enrollment, you encourage to attend trainings. And you push na mag-start ASAP, yung mga smart positioning, na ano. Tapos, clients with concerns, you set a one-on-one appointment to address the concern. If the concern is about the products, then you attend the concern. Para at least it's normal yung fears and doubts. As a USANA associate, i-assist natin sila sa fears and doubts nila. Okay? By providing the information they need. Okay? The consumer or user follow up, then you ask about the effects after taking the products, and you ask about referrals. Kasi for example, hindi ako magbe-business kasi hindi ko kaya. So, you ask for 5 referrals, at least ma-expand na naman yung prospect list mo, di ba? And of course, yun sa mga product, importante talaga, 1 week or 2 weeks after taking the products, kamustahin mo yung client para ma-address mo yung mga healing reactions or mga detoxification reactions. Yung iba na negative kasi wala siyang after sales. Kasi, 'di ba nasa sales tayo. So, dapat may after sales. Okay? Follow up. Okay, ito lang. Give dates and updates. Be consistent sa concern mo sa kanya. Be sensitive and know how to listen. Be sincere and don't burn bridges. Of course, baka hindi pa talaga kaya. Baka after 3 months, after 6 months, pwede na. And of course, be the solution. Always be the solution. So, I think na ito yung mga gusto kong i-share sa inyo for 1 hour no, na new distributors orientation. And I hope na may na-learn kayo for this 1 hour na discussion. And of course, ito yung time na na-awardan kami ng gold director sa Mall of Asia Arena. And hindi talaga namin in-expect na naabot kami sa ganito kasi first timer nga. First time talaga kami mag-network marketing. So, wala namang bagay sa mundo na hindi mapag-aralan. If you're just willing to learn and willing to work it out, syempre yung results makikita mo talaga. Okay, the capacity of our brain is very big. So, hindi kailangan linya-linya to. Kailangan mo lang talaga tong ilinya. Okay? And I just leave this na lang. Don't let someone, this quote, don't let someone who has done nothing tell you how to do anything. So, ito din na-learn ko kasi maraming mga destroyers na mga dreams outside. And, syempre, mag-listen lang tayo sa mga taong may result na. Yung mga taong, mga mentors natin, they've done a lot of things na, they've been to a lot of things na, and syempre, if you want to go kung saan sila ngayon, listen to them, only to them, no? And of course, once you become fearless, life becomes limitless. It's normal na may fears and doubts, normal talaga yan, kasi matagal na wala yung fears and doubts ko, and the only way na mawala yun or malesen yun is to learn the business, know more about the business, and do the business. Kasi if puro fears and doubts lang, syempre, walang result kung puro fears and doubts lang. Okay? You acknowledge that it's normal, but you do things na para malesen yun. And life becomes limitless. So, yun lang yun. So, okay ba? May na-learn ba tayo? Pwede na yung ma-unmute? Okay. So, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, 1x8. So,
Thank you, Coach Jet.
thank you din. You're welcome.
Thank you po, Coach.
I hope na may na-learn. Salamat.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, 1x8, and have a productive cut-off.
Thank you.
For now, ito lang. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Thank you po.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Lang po.
Okay. Maraming salamat, guys. Salamat. God bless.
Yeah.
Thank
Ay,
you.
nagbayad ka sa
Bye-bye.
teller mo ni mo sir. Ato katuyo ka. Bayad ka another 2,000. Mabayad ka dito sa teller para tagaan sa receipt. Yes. Bye. Good lang. Kailangan ng kuwan.